A blistering men's 1500-metre final awaits. 3 3/4 laps of the track. It's the blue ribboned event. And the butterflies flutter once again. We had a false start in the women's 3,000 metres, and in the men's 15 they're asked to get ready again. Here we go. This could be great. Well, Philip Toole is a magnificent athlete. Well, here's a first glimpse as to how the race might unfold. Cavazuti, a 1:55 800-metre runner, has decided he doesn't want it to be slow, and he absolutely blasted to the front. Although, having said that, he has settled into a decent rhythm. Toole not really interested at this stage. He's happy towards the back of that group, but Cavazuti, having raced to the front, has slowed down a fraction. Grime in the background there. Watch out for Lennon as well. He's a great racer, the 15-year-old, but just made a little bit of a mistake in qualifying. Found himself upgraded when the Swede was disqualified. How do they go about beating Toole here? Because he's run so fast on so many occasions this year. 3:40, the third best under 18 we've ever seen.
Yes, I don't think there's any real answer to that, but Cavazuti at least is providing us with one potential answer, and that is try and make it quick from the start, which is a good way of doing things. 46 seconds over the first 300 metres, so a good early pace coming round now. Working very, very hard on the shoulder of Cavazuti. It's the Dutchman Ruzic, who's a quality athlete in himself. Toole just looking very, very confident. The pace does now, after that initial first lap or so, looks as though it's dropped just a little bit. It's become a little bit more sedentary, hasn't it? Nevertheless, Toole just starting to move out now, so he's got a clear line. The diminutive Frenchman in there, Aubusson, could also be a factor, but Abraham looking good. He's tracking Toole as they come around. 2 laps to go now.
And all of a sudden, having sprinted flat out to get to the front, Cavazuti is still leading, but it's now very, very slow. Toole has got himself in the right position to strike on the outside. Abraham is up there as well. Remember, he's run a 3:44 this year. And that looks like it's Oyen of Norway on the outside, and Serafini, the other Italian. And Katovic now getting himself in the right position to strike, and it's the Serbian who muscles his way past Tual as they come round now with 5:50 to go. And this is the Serbians' bid, perhaps, to run the sting out of the finish of the favourite, Philip Toole. Now they're beginning to stretch out. Abraham on the inside, Oyen trying to close the gap. They're all watching Toole. They take the bell in the final of the men's 1500 metres. Toole, the favourite, is in second place. But on the outside, Lennon getting into the mix. Katovic holding the inside line, but now Toole trying to muscle his way to the front. He's running extra distance here on the outside. 200 to go, and the favourite hits the front. His face is a picture of concentration, but Katovic hasn't been broken yet. Toole now winding it up. But the Serbian who won the Balkan Championships fancies a go at the favourite. This will be a big shock if Toole doesn't win. It's taking everything he's got here. But Philip Toole of Czechia takes the title. The favourite wins. Katovic in second. And a brilliant third place for Abraham, the Frenchman. Wow. Toole had to fight tooth and nail for that. I'm not sure he's been put under that much pressure in any of his races before. However, come the moment, the favourite did deliver. He would have been aware of Katovic on his shoulder, but that was a display of real composure for a big, big title.
Well, Katovic, of course, a quality athlete himself, a 3:46 man. OK, that's a huge distance in terms of personal best between himself and Philip Toole. But nevertheless, after that slow run race, which only started to really unfold over the final 2 laps, forget the first 700 metres really, Katovic had plenty in the tank as they went through with 2 laps to go. And he challenged, didn't he, the Serbian? He really did throw down the gauntlet to Tool, but Tool in the end just had too much quality. I'm going to look forward, I think, to seeing these 2 duel over the course of the next couple of years. I'm already looking forward to Tampere and the under-20 championships next year, because that's going to be a fantastic race once again. All credit as well to Abraham, who you can see in shot here. He won that battle with Ruick for the bronze. Got caught a little bit when the pace started to crank up, and you'd have expected Abraham as a 3:44 man to have been in the mix with Katovic and Tool. Wasn't to be, but Abraham stands on the podium as well.
Were you surprised at how close it was between Tool and Katovic, bearing in mind how dominant Tool has been in this age group this year?
Not really, only because, as I said, it turned into an 800-metre race, and Katovic has got good quality over 2 laps of the track as well. So it really was just a contest over the last 2 laps. It was a very slow, apart from that quick first couple of 100 metres from the Italian Cavazuti to get himself clear. It was a slow first 700 metres, and then the pace just started gradually cranking up. Katovic is a quality athlete, and I think put him into some paced races as well. Tool's had the benefit of going into better quality races so far. Katovic, I think he can take seconds off his personal best, stick him in a World Athletics Challenge race, or perhaps even a Diamond League race, although probably wouldn't get an entry. I think we could easily see him go under 3:40 as well. No doubt at all, though. Tool, you said it after the heat. He's got all the tools in his box, hasn't he?
He has. And with the backdrop of the Carpathian Mountains, Tool has delivered a blockbuster victory. Worth having a little look at this again. It was brilliant the way Tool was out-muscled with 600 to go. Katovic dominated his quicker opponent, but when Tool hit the front, down the back straight, he was not to be denied. Brilliant celebration at the finish. He could go on to be a great champion, and here's the first of many titles, you suspect, for Philip Tool of Czechia. Katovic, a wonderful silver, and Abraham thoroughly deserved his bronze.